Hey there! I'm Chris Rachel Oslin of Kitchen Overlord, back with another geeky kitchen gadget review. Today I am reviewing the Dalek and TARDIS ice cube molds, which I also will tell you are great jello molds, before the Roman soldier bots arrive. I don't really think that sounds like an apocalypse. These are really good at their job. They are not as good at making cake as the actual cake pans, but they are much better at their actual job of making ice, which is exactly what it says on the package. So, yay! Everybody wins! So basically, if you take a look at the TARDIS cakes versus the TARDIS ice cubes, and I'm sorry that I used way too much blue food coloring with this, the TARDIS ice cubes look much, much better than the actual TARDIS cakes. The detail is just far superior, and I've been told by people that make chocolate that it's equally good for the chocolate with that. Now, interestingly, the Daleks, I have to wipe up that, and I'm going to get blue everywhere. The Daleks came out equally good in both cake and in ice. I'm really kind of surprised by that. I think it's because they did a really good job of not deciding to make the full length of the arms and just went with some nubs instead. And if you have fewer things that are sticking out that way, it's less stuff to break and does a good job, and it's still totally suggestive of it. I like them a bunch. I would recommend not using too much blue food coloring if you're deciding to make some ice cubes, because you're not as big an idiot as I am. One of the reasons that I did the blue food coloring is because if you don't have any food coloring or juice or something with the ice cubes, it's really hard to see most of the details. And the details on these are actually really surprisingly good. If you spray it down, things tend to pop right out. I wouldn't use butter or the Wilson's Cake Release. Use actual nonstick spray in this particular case. I use these to make jello as well, and the jello came out surprisingly decent. Again, a little bit better with the Daleks than with the TARDISes, which I can't give them too much crap for because the TARDISes with these were just really phenomenal, like over the top good as far as anything to do with silicone and cakes. I like it a bunch. Oh, one last thing. If you are making the ice and you want to bring out more details with it, I recommend making the ice a day in advance, taking it out of the container, and just let it sit in an open bowl in your freezer. That way it'll frost over around the edges. Once it starts to melt, it'll look like this, but for that first 5 or 10 minutes, you really get those details to pop. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go see if I can find a boyfriend around Stonehenge. Oh man, this is such a mess. You know what I should have done with this instead of all the blue food coloring? Edible glitter. Yes, yes.